Hi students, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to teach you the subject of transportation engineering. So from the chapter Unit 2 Highway Geometrics. So today's topic is curves and necessity. So before going to start our topic, once we have to revise. In the previous class we have discussed various methods of building super elevation. The camber is removed gradually till the road section has one straight line slope from the inner to outer edge, and by shifting the crown position gradually to the outer edge by rotating outer edge above crown. So the straight line slope is gradually increased till the required super elevation is attained. By revolving the straight line slope above the center, by gradually revolving the slope above the inner edge. So this we have learned about the topic of super elevation in the previous class. So now we are going to discuss the objectives. On completion of this class, we will be able to describe various curves adapted in the highways. So this is an example of an image you can see. So we are going to know the curves. So curves. Observe the change in the direction of alignment of road. For gradual change in the direction, curves are introduced. So this is a simple curve you can see here. So this is a simple curve just going a straight line. Okay. Highway curves. So actually what are the curves? The center line of any road consists of series of straight lines interconnected by curves. They are used to change the alignment, direction, slope of the road. Okay, what they will do? They are used to change the alignment, direction and slope of the road. So first of all, types of highway curves. Horizontal curve. Those curves that change the alignment or direction are known as horizontal curves. These curves are in horizontal plane. Okay, and vertical curves are the curves that change the slope or vertical curves. These curves are in vertical plane. Okay, horizontal curve and vertical curve. So you can see the diagram here. For your reference, I have taken one diagram. So this is a horizontal curve. Okay, and this is the upper diagram. Black color mark is vertical curve. Okay. So nothing but the road which is laying in the horizontal direction, that is horizontal curve. Okay, and the road which is laying in the vertical direction, that is vertical curve. So necessity, why we will provide the curves. Okay, so let us see. When a highway changes direction in horizontal plane, the change in direction would be to account for the safety of modern high-speed vehicles. It is therefore necessary to interpose a curve between the straight lines. Okay, here what he is saying, when a highway changes the direction, suppose when a highway is going in straight road, okay, you can see the down one diagram, abrupt change and smooth change. So abrupt change means sudden turning. So this is a straight road, so when it comes sudden turnout, okay, so this is nothing but abrupt change. So this is also a curve here. Okay, and coming to here, the road is going on. So similarly it is taking the long curve. Okay, so nothing but this will call as smooth change. Okay, so we will be providing the curves depending upon the road length, how the direction moves. Okay, horizontal curves, it is a curving plan to provide a smooth change in the direction of the center line of the road. Okay, and it is a circular curve with or without transition ends. Types of horizontal curves. In horizontal curves, we are having different types. First one is simple curve, second one compound curve, third one is reverse curve. So let us going to see these diagrams also. So first one you can see a simple curve. Okay, so which is the road directions? This is the road direction and this is the road. So these two roads are interconnecting here. So in order to approach the change, we are taking the curve line. This is nothing but simple curve. And coming to here, B diagram is compound curve. So this is a road thing. Okay, the road is going on like this. So and these dotted lines are abrupt way. Okay, in order to avoid this, we will be connecting this curve in the eastward way. Okay, so this is known as compound curve. Now coming to the reverse curve, the road is going on. This is in the way. Okay, one up and down. Okay, and another one spiral curve. Spiral curve is a straight road. Suddenly curve, that is nothing but a spiral curve. Okay, so these are all nothing but horizontal curves. A simple curve, this is a curve of single arc of uniform radius connecting two tangents, and these curves is designated by degree of the curve, which is the angle in degrees subtended at the center by a chord of 30 meters length. See here, so it is an subtended by the center by a chord of 30 meters length. Okay, simple curve we can see. So here, what is the chord we can see? So this is the chord. Okay, so it is nothing but a 30 degrees angle we can see. Simple curve is suitable for slow moving traffic. Keep it in this mind. Simple curve is suitable for only slow moving traffic, not for the fast moving traffic. Such a curve may lie within two tangent lengths or two transition curves. Okay, so these curves will be lying within the two tangent lengths or two transition curves. And simple curve you can see here. So R is nothing but radius here. Okay, so R is nothing but radius. Okay, and this is nothing but the black color line, which is nothing but the straight road. Okay, and the black color curve line, which is nothing but this is the parabolic part. Okay, and we will call that simple curve. And next one is compound curve. This is formed by joining two or more simple curves of same or different radius which turn in same direction. Okay, so here two or more simple curves means, so this is the first one and this is the second one. Okay, and here in between, so it is connected between these joint to these joint. Okay, so this is nothing but first and this is nothing but second. These are nothing but two or more simple curves. In this curve, the adjacent simple curves have a common tangent. Okay, so what is the tangent here? So this dotted line is nothing but a tangent. This type of curve is used in order to avoid cutting in hard rocks or heavy filling. So this type of curve where they will provide cutting in hard rocks or heavy filling. Okay, so you can see here, and here also R is the radius. Okay, and next is reverse curve. It consists of two simple curves of same or different radius and turn in the opposite direction. Okay, so reverse curve is also called as a serpentine curve. So you can see here, reverse curve, another name is a serpentine curve will call. Okay, so it is also, you can see here, I will explain the diagram. In this curve, adjacent simple curves have a common tangent and their centers lie on opposite side of the curve. So coming to here, we can see the diagram. So if this is the roadway, suddenly going on any obstruction, okay, high footpath way, so this is taking this curve and again loading area. Okay, so in between these points, so these are nothing but the radius points. Okay, for safety reasons, the use of this curve should be avoided wherever possible. Okay, so this reverse curve will be not provided in all the ways, just like for safety reasons we have to compulsory we have to avoid this curve. Okay, so you can see this diagram by explaining. So from A to, okay, this is the theta 1 and theta 2 angle. Okay, and this theta 2, theta 1. So R1 and R2 are the radius. So this is a similarly reverse curve we will call it as. And next one is vertical curve. So it is a curve in the rounded section of roadway for easy change of gradient. Okay, the diagram is clear, I think. Vertical curves are provided where change of gradient is more than 0.5%. So this is in the hill-like mountains. You can see in the hills, mountains, plateaus. Okay, highest places in these two roads will be constructed. So up and down, nothing but the vertical curve is up and down. So objects of vertical curves are to provide gradual change in gradient and to provide sufficient visibility and to provide comfort to passengers. So what are the objects of vertical curves? It is providing the gradual change in gradient and it provides the sufficient visibility. Visibility means that when the vehicle is going on up and down, the visible should be there in order to avoid the accidents. Okay, and it should be comfort to the passengers, so not more. It should not be uncomfortable to the passengers. Okay, so you can see the image here. So this is on a curved road. Okay, so what type of curved road is this? Can anyone say this? Anyone can say this is curved road? Can you imagine? So these curves are nothing but, we can see vertical curves. Okay, so these are also a vertical curve, just like up, and we can say these are also a, which curves? Inclined curves. Okay, so these types of curves will be located on the top of the hill mountains. So types of vertical curves: summit or spur curves, and valley or side curves. So parabolic curves are used as vertical curves. So this is the diagram, vertical curve diagram you can see. So this is nothing but height of eye. Height of eye means our vision. So whoever the passenger driving, sitting in a vehicle, that is nothing but height of eye. Okay, and between this is the side distance. Okay, line of sight. It should be appear on the road pathway. And from up to down again here, limit of headlight illumination. The headlight illumination should be available here. And this is the headlight side distance. So the vehicle which is going frequently here, it should be free from smooth surface. Okay. Vertical curves at a crest or top of a hill are called summit curves or over verticals, and vertical curves at the bottom of a hill or dip are called sag curves or under verticals. So what we say here, at the top of a hill are called, it is called nothing but summit curves or verticals. Okay, but and at the bottom of the hill or dip. So here you know all here, crest means height. Okay, hill or dip means low. So that is nothing but sag. Okay. So you can see change of gradients for summit curves. So this is, and up is positive gradient and down is negative gradient. Okay. So similarly up it is going height, steepest to positive gradient, and again from up to up, another up is nothing but this is also positive gradient. Okay, and from up to down it is going up, that is negative gradient, and going more over down is negative gradient. So these are also a change of gradients for valley curves. So this will be located in the valley curves. You can see this is also negative gradient and this is a positive gradient. Okay, and the negative and this is less negative gradient. Okay, and this is a positive gradient and this is a large positive gradient. Why? Because it is going upward. Okay, and elements of a vertical curve. PVC point of vertical curvature, the place where the curve begins. Okay. So PVC means, where is the PVC here? You can see this is the PVC. PVC means point of vertical curvature. PVI. PVI, where is the PVI here? This is the PVI. Point of vertical intersection where the great tangents intersect. So first line and second line. So these are nothing but tangents are intersecting here. And PVT. PVT means point of vertical tangency where the curve ends. So PVT is nothing but this is the point. So this is the starting and this is the ending. Okay. So POVC. POVC means, where is POVC? Point on vertical curve applies to any point on the parabola. So this is nothing but POVC. So it is touching from one point to another point. The parabola line is nothing but point on vertical curve. And next one is POVT. POVT means point on vertical tangent applies to any point on either tangent. So the distance from curve path to the tangent line. Okay, so that is nothing but POVT. And GL. So what is here GL? You can see here GL. So grade of the tangent on which the PVC is located, measured in percentage of slope. This we will get in the grade of tangent. Okay. So what are the advantages of highway curves? So what is the necessity of providing highway curves, and why these curves are important for the highway transportation engineering? So let us see here. Provide comfort to the road users. First point you remember, it will be providing comfort to the road users. Okay, and next, give relief from monotony of a continuous straight road. Okay, and next, force the drivers to be alert, and next, helps to keep the speed within the limits. So this is also very important points here. So the highways curves are provided depending upon the roads. Okay, the turnings where the road will be acting and how it will be there up and down. Okay, and it should be free for the drivers will be also alert. So that's, and they will be within the limits. So that's where the curves will be coming on. Okay, so in a way, not in continuous road will be not there anywhere. Okay. So finally summary. In this class we have learned the horizontal curves are used where there is a change in direction, obviously, and the vertical curves are used to change the gradient gradually. So based on these 2 points, the curves will be designed. Is it or not? Why? Because the horizontal curves are used where there is a change in direction. Change in direction means a straight road is there, so it is going on, any obstacle or any curve, anything is coming, okay, we have to turn the road, okay, if any mountains are there, any trees are there. So depending upon the ground level, the curves will be located, whether it is simple curve or any transition curve or any compound curve, okay. And coming to the vertical curves, the ground level will be in the undulating area. So undulating means up and down, so depending upon that, the vertical curves will also be provided, okay. And coming to the examination questions, so in this topic, various topics of horizontal curves and explain various types of vertical curves, okay. So remember the above diagrams are very useful for your examination, okay. So you can see the image here, and a beautiful image. This is the one type of curve road, okay. So thank you, have a nice day.